channel. So today I'm going to read a verse from Matthew 9 through 13. So this is what it says. I'm going to do a little devotion about it. It says, as Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax office. And he said to him, follow me. He got up and followed him while he was recycling at the table, receiving at the table in the house. Many tax collectors and sinners came as guests to eat with Jesus and his disciples. And when the Pharisees, sorry, my language is Pharisees, he saw him, and they asked his disciple, what do you teach these tax collectors? What do you teach these tax collectors and sinners? But when he heard that he said, those who did not need a doctor, but they are sick, do go and learn what his means. And I discourage mercy and not sacrifice, that when I did call the righteousness but sinners. So he just called Matthew into his house, and like all these other people followed him. There were sinners, tax collectors, came up to him, and they were like, walked up to his eyes like, what, why are you guys doing this? He's like, for all the people that are sick and stuff, he's trying to help them, but they don't believe in to help. So, for Jesus called Matthew to the tax collectors, but what is the big deal Jesus' time? Tax collectors were viewed as tollers. They did not like tax collectors back in the days. Jews who had turned against their own people to help Romans with their continuous purpose, they often became rich by overtaxing the Jews and talking money through themselves. Tax collectors were reviled by the Jews, weren't welcome anywhere or by no one. The thing is, people did not believe in Jesus back in the day. People just think Jesus was just like, But the thing is, he died on the cross for our sins. He's trying to help all these sinners in our lives. He was the one that died for us. And that's why we are still alive to this day. But not only did doing Matthew not good over well, when our disciples in this verse, he did not go over well with the presence. Just Jesus called Matthew to accept. They gathered at his house. It means gathered, at his house for dinner party. Jesus called Matthew from all these tax collectors and told them to come to my house, and they came. This was a praise found them and made their objections who no. Jesus called them. They came right in their house. This is verse 10 and 11 from chapter 9 for Matthew. While he was recycling at the table, that was like gathering at the table in the house, many tax collectors and sinners came as guests to eat with Jesus and his disciples. And when the praise with they asked his disciple, why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners? They're like, why? Why do you eat with them? And then this is what it says. But when he heard this, he said, those who are well don't need a doctor. Do not need a doctor. Those are the ones that are well. Not like the ones that are sick or anything. The ones that are well and recycled. But those who are sick, go and learn what this means. I discourage mercy and not steadfast, for what I came to call the righteousness but sinners. I love him. Jesus is... Nobody can't really... People's trying to thank Jesus. The thing is, just pray every morning. Pray every night. People pray, oh, you have to go in a certain spot and pray. No, you don't. You can pray in the bathroom for him. Alright? And this is Psalms 133:1 from chapter 133, verse 1. How good is the pleasance it has not been brothers live together in harmony. That's the thing. Looking at others through Jesus' eyes. But the thing is people just don't believe in him. People just don't believe in him because they think they want to worship somebody else. But that's their opinion, not mine. But this is what it says from looking at others through Jesus' eyes. When it stopped fastening, oh, what makes different and follows on what we have in common. What if I look through those with eyes of Jesus? Maybe. If you look through the eyes of I'm been saved and I've been baptized, and the thing is, they could be looking through me and looking up and be like, oh, that's the kid I want to hang out with. Because people have all these groups, like you want to stay in this group, then you want to go to this group. One group could be really mean, and then you want to get out of that group, but you want to get back in it because your friends are on it. Because I had somebody ask and say, what happens? You just say, maybe just help them, like, go to the right group, not to the bad group, to the right group. Just pretty things like, but we were talking to him, and he said, that's a good idea. Maybe you help him, and then they'll make it to the good. If they make it to the bad, they can stay with the bad. Because if you don't get saved, or you don't believe in Jesus, you're going to go to hell. But if you go to Jesus, if you get saved and stuff, if you get saved, you're going to go right into heaven, where you see those two big gates open up, and there he is, Jesus, sitting there waiting for you. So, I want to read this little part from it. God knew the opinions. As I look through this story of Jesus' response, I try to apply this to our lives. So try to apply this to your life of Jesus. Right now in our community, country, there was a lot of political and social unrest. We're letting our differences, whether it be a race, rather gender, personal life, and a few other things, like, you control your body. Jesus has your plan already planned out. It's already planned out and everything. So I want you to pray this with me. God, thank you for creating each other so differently. Help us find the way to live peace, decide indifference, and find the way to connect with others. May we speak out unto only and see others Christ does. And just please, whoever's watching this video, please help them through their life, Lord. Just keep them in your hands. If they have not been saved, I love them to be saved. If you have not been saved, please say this prayer after me. Jesus, I've never been saved, but I know I'm a sinner, and I just need to be saved for the rest of my life, to help me through my life and through my friends. Look up to the ones that are saved. It just help all these people. Amen. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Bye.